10 reasons to never eat chicken. 10 reasons to never eat chicken. Okay, these are 10 reasons. There's many more, but I'm going to go over these 10 reasons. Like, and share this video. Subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're new. I truly welcome you. I'm recording this February the 15th, 2024. I am tired, brothers and sisters, so I apologize for not getting my second or third video out. I am back in the motherland, specifically in Kenya. Kenya is my base, but I'll be visiting several countries, of course, with your support, doing missionary work. At the last minute today, this is how different it is in America. In the last minute, brother Kelvin Nyamachi called me and said, Minister, we have 150 students at Alim Secondary School in a location on the outskirts of Nairobi, Kenya. He said, can you be here within 3 hours? And they're going to gather the whole school together to come hear you deliver the word. And I threw on my suit and traveled and went and preached to them. And the response has been completely overwhelming. And I will be posting clips of that message for you all on YouTube once I get the photo so you can know who I was speaking to. And then also I will be uploading the full message because I recorded the audio. The full message, uncensored, unfiltered, will be uploaded on the Unleashed News channel. So again, I thank you all for those who don't ignore the commercials. I know we have leeches that don't care what I say. They're going to continue to watch my videos and leave comments as if they're really in support of me. But for those of you who are true supporters of this ministry, I love you. I thank you. And it is only because of you that I'm able to do this. Don't listen to the haters, family. There is no way that I could go to a high school in America and preach the message that I preach today unless it was 100% independent. And even if it is 100% independent, most likely they would still be afraid to bring me in because if the word got out, they would still be afraid that the government would come in. It's just different. There is no freedom in America. Our schools are controlled by the government. They're not going to I've already tried. I've been doing this for 8 years. It's amazing. Hate again, people that watch and study all your videos and can't stand you, but they're secretly watching so they can slander you and defame everything that you do. 8 years, I have vigorously attempted to reach out to every single type of Black organization in America. And mostly it's been crickets, especially in my hometown of St. Louis. Every organization I called. I mean, I just couldn't do it. They're not going to let me come in there. The government feeds them children poison in the schools. They're not going to let you just come in there and preach a message that could revolutionize those children. Again, America is a homosexual nation. America is a nation that poisons people. They censor the truth. They butcher the truth. You're not allowed to be a truth-telling preacher. And then, of course, they want to question you about what are your degrees and all of these. I've tried all of that over and over again to get into schools. You can't do that as no truth-telling preacher. Could I do it if I didn't have a message that was teaching repentance, teaching the word of God? Yes, I could. But that's not me. There is no success outside of the word of God, outside of the laws of God. That's what I preach to them high schoolers today. And you can hear the message full and unleashed, full and fully uncensored on the Minister of Wellness Unleashed News channel. Okay, and I travel, you all keep me in prayer. I travel to Katali for missionary work, brothers and sisters. And again, your donations help. I have to pay, or the ministry is responsible for $464 to help cover the transportation of a large group of community pastors who want to come. The poverty level in the motherland, again, don't let the haters tell you lies. Ain't no poverty in America even close to the poverty in the motherland. And you can't compare orphanage. The orphanages are controlled by the government. Orphanages are controlled by the government. $1,200 a month. I told you all we can own and operate our own orphanages in Africa. We can own and operate. They and teach them our African Hebrew curriculum. Put them on healthy fruits. $1,200 a month. And as a matter of fact, family, today on the 15th, this is the day that our funds for our 3 orphanages are due. Okay, so send in those offerings, send in those donations. So it is completely different. Completely different. I know. I've been doing this for 8 years. I know the difference. I'm not just making stuff up. So I traveled to Katali, $464 of expenses for the travel of about 25 pastors, and they're asking for assistance so they can get there. There is no 501c3 there in Katali. Then I have tomorrow night I'm preaching at a local church. So I preach today at a high school. I preach tomorrow at a local church. Then I preach in Katali. I'm showing you the flyers on the screen so you know your minister of wellness is telling the truth. Then I have Katali Friday, Saturday. And then I come back and then I have Mombasa for 3 straight days. And I've been telling you all for a while now, I'm still trying to raise the funds because our ministry, we committed that we will help with $3,000 worth of expenses to feed 5,000 of those in need, 5,000 who will be attending the crusade. So again, thank you for the real, true followers and supporters of the Minister of Wellness Ministries. And remember that Zelle has changed, Minister Nathaniel at theministerofwellness.com. That Zelle has changed, Minister Nathaniel at theministerofwellness.com. Chickens are the most abused animals on the planet, but Negroes love chicken. And all the high schoolers there today, all the way over there in Kenya, and love American food. They are destroying their minds over there. In the United States, approximately 9 billion chickens are killed for their flesh each year. 305 million hens used for their eggs. 9 billion chickens are killed every single year. That's an abomination. That's animal sacrifice. How you going to say you believe in Jesus, that Jesus came to end animal sacrifice, and we murdering 9 billion chickens a year? For what? You don't have no nutritional value to be murdering all these chickens. This is sad. This is modern day animal sacrifice, and it's not even being done the way that sacrifices were even done according to the Torah. This is utterly despicable. The vast majority of these animals spend their lives in total confinement from the moment they hatch until the day they are killed. 10 reasons to not eat chickens, and there are many more. Many more. You shouldn't be eating anything that you don't need for your health. If it's not going to help you in your health, what are you eating it for? If it's not going to help you in your healing journey, what are you eating it for? If it's not going to strengthen your immune system, what are you eating it for? An article in Scientific American titled "The Startling Intelligence of the Common Chicken" described chickens as cunning. It goes on to say that they possess communication skills on par of those with primates and sophisticated signals to convey their intentions. When making decisions, they take into account prior experience and knowledge surrounding the situation. They can solve complex problems and empathize with individuals that are in danger. So what they're saying is that we devalue animal life. And it's no coincidence that those who devalue the life of animals are more easily able to devalue the life of others. You know, you have a bird brain when really chickens are highly intelligent, as are all of God. We're the ones that's stupid. You put animals in their natural environment. They live the lifespan they're supposed to live. They live as healthy as they should. They eat their natural food. They don't break up the circle of life. They're fulfilling their purpose in their why. We're the ones that's dummies. We the ones that eat ourselves until we have cancer, heart attack, and stroke. We the ones that destroy our own natural habitat. Animals don't destroy their own natural habitat. We're the ones that do that. We're the ones that kill and pillage for no reason. We're the dummies that eat things that destroy our bodies. We're the dumb ones. So we should just say dummies. But stop insulting the chicken brain because they're intelligent. Intelligence means that you operate in a way that doesn't self-destruct yourself. That's what intelligence is. And that's wisdom, which is why the Bible considers an ant to be wise. An ant has more wisdom than most of our people. An ant spends his entire life preparing for the worst, doing what it needs to do to survive. What are we doing? Entertaining ourselves to death? Number 2, there is high risk of human exposure to antibiotic-resistant bacteria through the food supply. Chickens raised for their flesh are often packed by the thousands into massive sheds and fed large amounts of antibiotics and drugs to keep them alive in conditions that would otherwise kill them. Recent documents created by the Food and Drug Administration and made available as a result of the Freedom of Information Act requests reveal that none of these antibiotic-fed additives will likely be approvable for livestock if submitted today. So again, we have this antibiotic-resistant bacteria through the food supply, destroying us. And antibiotic resistance is a form of bacteria, and a contagious bacteria infection is 10,000 times more deadly than a virus. We're self-destructing. This is black folk favorite food, chicken. Always talking about chicken. Then some of you been so dumbed down, demonized and demoralized that you stuff that chicken flesh in your mouth and you still consider it to not be meat. Who told you that? The dumbest thing that I've ever heard in my life. Nowhere in my life did I ever think when I was eating chicken that I wasn't eating meat. It is amazing the stupidity that people, and again, but you want to call, I get you, but you want to call birds dumb. If they are dumb, you need to stop eating them because they're making you dumb. Because we are what we eat. But yeah, packed with these drugs to keep them alive in these filthy, disgusting conditions. This is not clean meat. For those of you who want to hang on to the Levitical law, and chicken ain't clean anyway. Even if you want to hang on to a law that has nothing to do with you today. Nothing, because we have the knowledge to know what that chicken flesh does to our bodies. I'm going to do a video on that next. That eating chicken is thousands of times deadlier and more dangerous than eating pork or red meat. I don't care what these flesh-loving, gluttonous, food-addicted Hebrew Israelites tell you. They don't know nothing about health. Always bragging about how many miracles they perform. You wouldn't need a miracle if you weren't fat and sick. How about this for a miracle? Eat to live and don't get sick so you don't need a miracle to heal. And they be lying and pumping it up anyway. Your donations were critical to help me come over to the motherland and help to feed these beautiful children that you see. And so as you see them eating fruit that from your supporting local Kenyan farmers to feed these beautiful children food. And what I asked you all and what I was telling you all was that we did not just want to feed the children the fruit today. Okay, many of them will be going back to their parents and they can't afford healthy fruit. And so it is up to us, brothers and sisters, that have to work together to make sure that we are doing the first and foremost commission that God has given us, and that is to be a blessing to the fatherless, a blessing to the widows. So please, your $100 seed goes a long way in helping to feed the children so that long after I go,
I want them to have the fruits that they need to grow up, be healthy and strong. Many of them told me that they wanted to be a police officer. Who's the one that said they want to be a police officer? And then we had a child that said she want to be a nurse, wants to be a firefighter, wants to be a medical doctor. And now they understand that they have to eat the medicine foods of God to do that.
Scalded to death. Number 3, 7 weeks after they're born, chickens are crowded on the trucks that transport them to slaughterhouses. Every year, tens of millions of chickens have their wings and legs broken in the process. They are trucked through all weather extremes, sometimes over hundreds of miles, without any food or water. At slaughter, chickens are hung upside down to have their throats slit, and they're often scalded to death in defeathering tanks. Is that of the Most High? Is that of the Most High? You cold-hearted, heartless, bloodthirsty, gluttonous. Is that of the Most High? I thought you said you didn't believe in animal sacrifice. That's exactly what this is. Number 4, no one's thing. God said, thou shalt not kill. You shall not kill. Yeah, but Paul said this. Paul was being hard-headed, but Paul didn't have the knowledge we had today about the health effects. Or he would have sung a different tune. But yes, Paul did fight the fact when James and John and the other apostles who walked with Jesus, Yahshua, when they were trying to tell him about the higher path, the way of the Essene, the Nazarenes, the ways of not eating animal flesh, the ending of animal sacrifice completely. Paul didn't agree with that. He maintained his right. He said, no, according to the Torah, if I want to eat this flesh, I have a right to eat this flesh as long as it is done according to the Holy Scriptures. But then he went so far as to say, don't even worry about if it was in the temple of idols. Don't even worry about that. Unless you're around somebody who, for their conscience sake, don't worry about whether, as long as it's clean or stated as an animal that you can murder and eat, don't even worry about where it comes from. But again, would he have changed his tune if there was a health component to it? That no, when you eat that animal flesh, this is what it does to your health. It's killing our people. I would hope and pray that the Apostle Paul would have changed his tune. So you don't have no excuse. You don't have no excuse. If you know what's good to do and you don't do it, it's a sin unto you. And you know there's no health benefits to stuffing your mouth with that chicken flesh. You're just doing it because you're hard-headed. Unbelievable how many of you all watch my videos just for entertainment purposes, but you're really not taking heed to the information. Unbelievable. I'm honored that my gift of voice have you keep coming back, listening over and over. But you better change. You can't sit and listen to a prophet preach the word over and over and over again and not take heed. You can't do that. Just like I can't preach it and not making sure I'm living what I preach. Because prophets get judged by God too. And I'm talking about real prophets. Real prophets of God are still just human beings. And if we don't heed to the message we give, then we also will get punished and chastised by the Most High also. So chickens, they spend their entire lives in filthy sheds with tens of thousands of other birds, each getting less space than a sheet of paper. How would you like somebody to treat you like that? Where intense crowding and confinement lead. This is worse than what you want to talk about our people being packed in ships like sardines, but look how we treat animals. So if any people should be vegan and for animal rights, it should be black folk. Intense crowding and confinement lead to outbreaks of disease. Adult chickens can have trouble breathing and standing upright and will even topple forward because they've been bred to have abnormally large breasts. Number 5, if you're eating chicken, you're eating poop. I've done videos on this telling you before there's doo-doo inside of your chicken, Negro. I've done videos telling you before there's doo-doo inside of your chicken, Negro. If you're listening to this and you know any chicken eaters, make sure you share this video. The rules still stay the same, family. Like, and share. You know you're listening to the most censored, watched after, minister on this planet. So go ahead and make sure you like, and share. With all them chicken, I don't care. They might have a piece of fried chicken and a piece of grease all over their lips as I do this video. Shared with them. Shared with they greasy cotton picking behinds, and perhaps they'll change. You never know. The big five, brothers and sisters, that are the most important, that is absolutely essential, or you will be deficient. If you're deficient, you can't have an optimal immune system for the next pandemic. Vitamin D3 with K2, D3 with K2, B12, DHA, EPA, and zinc. Those are the big five, and we have those five available, organic, high quality, and potent. TheMinisterOfWellness.com on the store, TheMinisterOfWellness.com on the store, or click the link in the description box in pinned comment section. Backed by popular demand, brothers and sisters, the Minister of Wellness, my personally designed complete detox package. You better hurry, as it's still 10% off as a package. Selected the most powerful herbal extracts to combine in a package specifically designed to detox as quickly as possible from deadly toxins. This package includes the immune support herbal extract, the detox herbal, gut health herbal, reduce inflammation, mental health, Irish sea moss, dose, seaweed, and my book, Exposing the Satanic Religion, the Medical Decision, step-by-step detox plan. That's included with this package for free. TheMinisterOfWellness.com, TheMinisterOfWellness.com, 888-847-8026, 888-847-8026. Yeah, so more than half of chicken breast sampled were tainted with dookie, such as E. coli. Yeah, you eating doo-doo chicken. Nasty. You're disgusting. Eating dookie. That's what you eating, and you don't even care, do you? You sick. Eating dookie. Number 6, factory farms are filled with danger and exploitation. According to the U.S. Department of Labor Bureau of Labor, to say, okay, so you don't care about the chickens. You don't care about God's animals. You cold-hearted and selfish. You just want your flesh. Okay, well, the slaughterhouse workers that murder these chickens, they are 3 times more likely to sustain injuries while working than workers in other manufacturing jobs. They are also 30 times more likely to suffer a repetitive stress injury than workers in other manufacturing jobs. The industry refuses to make working conditions safer by slowing line speeds or buying appropriate safety gear, which amounts to what Human Rights Watch calls systematic human rights violations embedded in meat and poultry industry employment. Workers are often forced to work 10 or more hours a day. And in order not to slow down, they have even been reported to dookie in their pants. Yeah. Woo! Boy, that's nasty. My God. Boy, while they preparing your doo-doo chicken, they make them work so hard without a break that they will dookie in their pants. Woo! Number 7, chickens used for food are crippled and dying of thirst. Chickens on today's factory farms almost always become crippled because their legs cannot support the weight of their bodies. In fact, by the age of 6 weeks, 90% of broiler chickens are so fat they can no longer walk. Many crippled chickens on factory farms die when they can no longer reach the water nozzles. The Most High said in his word, Proverbs 12:10, the righteous cares for animals, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. A righteous person cares for animals, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. So this is not righteousness. This is unrighteousness. That's why they don't let you see what's going on. This is unrighteous. And if you are participating in this, if you are participating in supporting this industry, and that's why I stay hard on you leeches that's listening to me, and you don't get, and you won't, and you refuse to give a dime to this man. That's why I get on you, you leeches. And by the way, your days of leeching it will come to an end, because soon all of my content will be on the Minister of Wellness Unleashed news channel. You can rest assured that day is coming sooner than later.
So enjoy your leeching while you can, but how dare you know all the thousands of dollars you have spent on killing yourself? You know you have. You know you've spent and wasted money, but all of a sudden your pockets are light when it comes time to give to this healing ministry that you binge watch over and over and over again. Unbelievable. No, I won't let you get away with it. I won't let you get away with it. A righteous person cares for animals, brothers and sisters, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. This is wicked. And if you are eating chicken, if you are eating meat at all, if you are participating in slaughtering animals, when you have no biological need for that animal flesh, you are unrighteous. And don't think you'll be blessed. You won't be blessed. You won't be blessed in your health or anything. I had this sister, African sister, that drove me home in the Uber today from preaching to the high schoolers. And she quoted some scripture in Philippians about God will give you the desires, or he will supply your every need. And I told her, I said, sister, you can't, you're doing what the American Christians do. You're taking that scripture out of context. God is not going to supply you with your every need if you're not being obedient. You have to read the whole context. You can't just pick out the parts that feel good to you. And it says they got color painted nails and eyelashes and all this stuff. And she said, well, give me a word from the Lord. I said, here's a word from the Lord. I said, stop copying the ways of America. God is not going to supply your needs if you're participating unrighteously. That's why you need to be tuning in to the Bible studies. The meat industry is actively trying to manipulate you. Number 8, companies want you to believe that labels like free range and organic mean chickens were raised without cruelty. Regardless of what the egg cartons say, most hens raised for their eggs are subjected to cramped, filthy conditions until their egg production begins to wane. Then when they're 2 years old, they murder them. More than 100 million hens are murdered in slaughterhouses every year. Every year, millions of male chicks are killed, usually in a high-speed grinder called a macerator, because they are worthless to the egg industry. And then they take the grinded up chickens and they feed them to the other chickens and animals. In his book, The Meat Racket, Christopher Leonard, a book called The Meat Racket, I'm going to have to read that. He details the effort that President Barack Obama made to control the meat industry's power over rural America. In 2010, Obama attempted to make it easier for farmers to sue meat packers. It was a noble effort to empower individual farmers, but big meat lobbyists pulled favors in Congress and succeeded in squashing the administration's plan. So Obama was trying. So again, a wicked man trying to, brother, you can't use Satan to get in office. Your job, they weren't going to let you do no good, you big-eared fool. Your job was to homosexualize the black community in Africa. That's what your job was, you puppet. That's what your job was, you no good puppet. You limp back noodle neck puppet. If you are benefiting from me as your minister of wellness, if I help you with your health, if you are binge watching my videos, tuning into the services, I am telling you on the authority of the Holy Scriptures, you have a responsibility to help me when you see where your money is going. It's not going towards a fancy car. It's not going towards big homes. It's going towards helping the fatherless, helping those who are in need. And that is a great responsibility that we all have. So again, you know where the information is, where you can give so that we can provide not only this children's center here, but other children's centers, not only just all across Kenya, but all throughout the motherland and eventually all throughout the world. So I sincerely thank you all for your support. And for those who see this, and you are one of those who continuously benefit from my ministry, I want you to take a look at all of these beautiful children here. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't give to help me to be a support to these children, shame on you. And I am disappointed in you. And I know you can do better than that. Thank you, and God bless you all. Motherly loves, I give that man no credit. In a natural setting, A hen will cluster her chicks before they even hatch, while sitting on the eggs in their nest. They peep back to her and each other through their shells. On factory farms, the eggs are taken from the mother as soon as they are laid and placed in large incubators, so the chick will never meet his or her parents. Hens prefer to have private nests hidden from predators and will often go without food or water in order to obtain a private nest. This demonstrates the fact that hens will sacrifice their own comfort if it means protecting their chicks. On factory farms, hens are forced to lay their eggs in barren metal cages crammed together with 5 to 11 other birds. That's unrighteousness. A righteous person cares for animals. Number 10, industries that raise and slaughter chickens are killing our environment. 9 billion chickens for meat on factory farms each year produces enormous amount of doo-doo and is polluting our waters. Oregon State University agriculture professor Peter Cheek says that factory farming amounts to a frontal assault on the environment, which leads to widespread dookie land and water pollution because chickens are often fed massive amounts of antibiotics and additives. These chemicals are also found in high concentration in their doo-doo, which means that dookie pollution from chicken farms is especially disastrous for the environment. In Maryland and West Virginia, for example, scientists discovered that male fish are growing ovaries. And they suspect that this freakish deformity is a result of factory farm runoff from drug-laden chicken dookie. I told you the satanic American diet messes with the sex hormones. Stop eating chicken. You hard-headed, stiff-necked, bloodthirsty, cold-blooded, heartless, cotton-picking. Whew. That's 10 of many reasons, family.
The most important package that I have for this time is the Immune Support Emergency Stash. So this is when, not if, when the next deadly pandemic comes and when we're locked back down. You don't want somebody coughing in your household and they don't have anything for their immune system. This is the time to get it. It'll be impossible to have these in stock when the masses are panicking. It's already priced at 50% off. You don't need a promo code. Get your stash for your immune system. TheMinisterOfWellness.com. TheMinisterOfWellness.com.
Backed by popular demand, brothers and sisters, the Minister of Wellness, my personally designed complete detox package. You better hurry, as it's still 10% off as a package. Selected the most powerful herbal extracts to combine in a package specifically designed to detox as quickly as possible from deadly toxins. This package includes the Immune Support Herbal Extract, the Detox Herbal, Gut Health Herbal, Reduce Inflammation, Mental Health, Irish Sea Moss Dose Seaweed, and my book, Exposing the Satanic Religion, the Medical Decision, Step-by-Step Detox Plan. That's included with this package for free. TheMinisterOfWellness.com. TheMinisterOfWellness.com, 888-847-8026, 888-847-8026.